time. So this has been 2 years in the making. I know, it's kind of time's gone really fast, and that is because of the whole COVID situation. Basically, I've not really had an end goal in sight for this bike, and to be honest, the more time I have, the better, the more time I can perfect it. But with Bike Shed 2020 cancelled, 2021 cancelled, in fact the Bike Shed 2021 should be happening next week if it was happening. There's never been that end goal, but it's fine because, like I said, it gives me more time to get things perfect. And today's job is finally doing the main monocoque carbon fibre body for this. So you've all seen the process. We've done the foam, the clay, then the split mould onto the clay, then the prototype tank, made that into a proper plug, then a split mould of that again. Now we're ready for the carbon fibre tank. Now a lot of me are asking kind of why have I decided to do that? Two sets of split mould in a way. The reason simply being was because I couldn't get that perfect finish with the clay. So by creating a fiberglass prototype, that then allowed me to put filler on, get it perfect, and then that is my actual final plug. It's a bit of a long process, but it's fine. So with that all said, the materials are ready. This is a sample of the carbon fibre. A lot of you have been asking me if I was going to use Pro. I did start off using Pro, but do you know what? I want that challenge. Let's use the standard twill. The standard twill, as you can see, as well, massive thanks to Easy Composites as well, because Easy Composites are the people who I get my carbon fibre from. Check out the link below. This twill, as you can see, is highly fragile. So what you get, these strands simply peel off, carbon fibre strands are here, and as well the pattern in this easily shifts. So you have to be so careful when you're applying it. As soon as you start to, let's do this little section up here. As soon as you start to move it around, you can see how that pattern distorts, and it's just such a delicate fabric to work with. And the most gorgeous thing about carbon fibre as well is it's completely different to fiberglass, where you have these rigid pieces of strands. This can be flexed everywhere, so you've got this like cubed edge with all three axes all bending around. The fibres mould to that, and then you've got the impossible kind of reverse of that afterwards, and you can actually create a lot of moulds out of one piece. Obviously your weave is going to, more carbon fibre, obviously your weave's going to bend, and for that visible layer you're going to see that. But for me, that is the beauty of carbon fibre, is actually seeing how the weave actually works around all these shapes and everything. Right, enough from me, let's do it. Today is the day. Got my coffee, main thing, obviously, Diamond City Cycles. Tastes a lot better when it's in there. I have rolls and rolls and rolls of carbon fibre. I've got different grades of carbon fibre here. I have 650 gram, and I also have 120 gram. You can see the 120 gram is very fragile. I also have this, which looks like a thermal blanket. That is a breather layer, so that's everything that comes from this vacuum pump breathed through the bag, which is this bag here. I have a peelable ply here, and then this blue stuff is a perforated membrane because I don't have a regulator. I do need to wipe all these waxy deposits and everything off. That has had a coat of PVA release agent and wax as well. Let's do it. So this is a length of the bagging material that I have. Those are all the carbon fibres again. I'm really lucky. The length of this is the perfect length of the actual split mold itself. And as well, what you'll see is that each end is actually sealed off, which means I've got that guaranteed seal there. Perfect. I just need to get how much bagging that I need, cut it to size, seal two ends with this, and then it's done. And this is it. This is everything in place, including the seat, actually. Obviously the front fairing hasn't been done yet, or the headlight fairing, but this is the carbon fibre. There's a tiny few little blemishes just on the very edge here, and I know the reason why is because I didn't do a resin infusion. If I'd have done a resin infusion, obviously these little bits would have been fine. It's perfectly okay with what I want. I mean, the main thing that's important is that the weave is all straight and everything. There's a tiny little blemish there, but I think that's actually going to be painted over. So the idea is that this front bit is going to be exposed. Look at that. That front bit is going to be exposed. Then paint for the rest of it. Up until we get up into this section, then the carbon fibre is going to be exposed once again, just at the back there. So it's going to be quite a nice paint job. All of it's going to be lacquered again. We can put a blob of EL2 resin on those just to build them back up. Then of course there'll be clear lacquer all over it, a clear lacquer coat, just to finish it all off, and it will be as smooth as anything. So I'm proud of that. It is light as anything, but again, it is as strong as anything. I have got quite a few layers on there just to build it up now. Starting off with that 120 twill, then up to 650. I think there's about 3 layers of 650 there. So that is definitely strong enough. How is that? And that is it, the carbon fibre. All done, like I said. Resin infusion would draw the entire resin through everything, make sure there's no air in there, and that would have been the perfect, out of the box, use the carbon fibre straight off without any prep or anything like that. But for the purpose of this is perfect for me. What this does mean now is that I have that mould. I can actually create as many of these as I want, invest in that resin infusion collection pot and everything that I need, and even start bashing these out if I need to. So that is all from me. If you like what you see, subscribe. Next week's video could be the R100 actually. Just need to tune that, make sure it's running perfectly. So that could be next week's video. So until then, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and visit FurtherWorldIndustries.com if you want to see if there's any merch that you want to buy. So until next week, create something. Why not?